Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I use my Dyson Airwrap, and that's going to be the video. I just had a shower and I let my hair kind of air towel dry for a bit, and then these are the two styling products that I use a lot. So I have the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. Also like using the Olaplex No. 6 Bond Smoother. I like to work the Bond Smoother all over my hair, and then I like to just give it a little bit of a brush out. Because I haven't had my hair colored in a long time because of the pandemic and my hairdresser is still not open and I feel so bad for them. Hairdressers should be open. If you are allowing gyms open at 10 people capacity, why is a hairdresser not allowed to be open? Explain that to me, please. Anyways, that's a whole new topic. But I'm gonna brush my hair out, my brown hair now, because I have no blonde left. And then I take this, and I only take a little bit, just a tiny amount, and then I might finish off after I'm done styling my hair as well. But I take a little bit of this dry oil, and I just like to work it more so on the ends of my hair, so that way when I blow it out, it does look smoother and softer. Yes, the Dyson Airwrap is very expensive, and I did hem and haw about it for a long time, but then I had a lot of optimum points from Shoppers Drug Mart, so I thought, you know what? Let me treat myself, and I bought it, and I do not regret it one bit. If you have your eye on it and you're kind of debating if it's worth it or not, it's worth it. So I did pick up the long Airwrap because my hair is long. So there's two different styles. There's the original Airwrap, and I think the barrels are about this long, and then the long gives you an extra probably couple inches, which is great. So if you do have long hair like me, you're gonna need the long, because I feel like if you pick up the original, it's not gonna work as well for you. So they do give you two of these smaller kind of curling barrels. Then they give you two of the larger ones as well. Also in here, you do get the head that you can kind of quickly blow dry your hair with. You also get this guy right here, which sometimes I attach it and I kind of just brush through my hair if I know. Basically, I don't style my hair if I'm going to bed. So if I do wash my hair at night, I don't give myself a blowout because I find when I wake up in the morning, it doesn't really hold as well. So if I know I'm just gonna go to bed, I will use this, kind of comb through it. It makes it very smooth and very straight. And then they also give you this guy as well. There's a difference between the two attachments. Do I really know the difference? Not really. But there is a difference between the two. One of them I think gives you more volume. The other one gives you more of like a sleek look. Okay, I like to use my Airwrap in two different ways. So if I use this barrel, this one gives me that very voluminous kind of blown out hairdresser kind of vibe. The only thing I find with this though, if when I use this, the actual bounce to my hair, it doesn't really last, it only lasts the one day. So when I go to bed and wake up the next morning, I kind of have to redo it just to give it that oomph back. My hair doesn't really hold the curl with this big barrel. But if I use this guy right here, this gives you more of that tighter curl, but I don't like to use it the common way where it just sucks up the hair and you hold it. Because if you use it kind of facing this way, you get that Shirley Temple kind of curl, which I'm not really into. But if I use this pointing down this way here, you get this really nice beachy vibe. So I don't really know which one to show you today. Maybe I will show you just the original, how you like normally would use it. So I'm actually gonna go in with these bigger barrels today. At first when I got this, obviously I don't read the instructions, but I really should. But I'm like, why do they give you two? Maybe one's for a backup, but no, one curls obviously one way, the other curls the other, so you have to keep interchanging them when you're curling your hair. I forgot, they also give you this attachment, which I use all the time, and that's why it's on my Airwrap. This guy right here is a round brush, straightforward, but you can really round brush your hair and make it, again, it gives you that kind of blowout salon style vibe. I really like this attachment. I use this a lot. I use it more than the other two combs. So it's really easy to interchange heads. All you do is you press the unlock, it's a lock and unlock button, you press it, it pops right off. Simple, simple. And then over here, you do have the on button. And then over on this side, you have the pressure, so you can go 1, 2, or 3. So if you want like a lighter effect, if you don't want too much air pumping out, you go with the down one. And then if you want more of the air, go with the top one. Also on the side, there's a heat temperature. So I have it set on the highest heat. You can go with a medium or with the cool. They do suggest that after you kind of lock in your style, after you have the heat on, you flip down to the cool to cool it. But what you can do too is you can just push up instead of having to flip this button back and forth. You can actually just push up like this, and then the cold air actually comes out. So that's a really nice function that's built into it. The key to this too is I would definitely separate your hair. If you try to kind of leave all your hair down and take sections, I find you're not going to get as nice of a blowout. So definitely separate your hair. So I have the rest of my hair like so. I do have like a natural kind of curl, but it's not, I don't know. Some pieces are like really cute, and then some pieces are just not so cute. So I don't usually wear my hair natural a lot. So, okay, here we go. I'm gonna show you how I use this bad boy. So you just turn it on. I take about, I don't know, 1.5 inches of hair, I would say, I guess. Not too much. Turn it on. And then at this point, I like to push up on the cold air button. And then I turn it off. So one thing I see people do sometimes is they don't turn it off and they just pull out their hair and the air is still blowing. So what happens is you kind of mess up your curl, which I don't like to do. So I kind of like to put the cold air on, leave it for a few seconds, and then before I take it off, I turn off the machine and then I lightly just kind of pull down, and that gives us this really nice looking kind of curl. And then I don't brush it out. I let it sit for a bit. Obviously you want it to set before you start brushing it. And then I'm just going to repeat basically. So here we go. So now I have to actually switch heads, because this is what happens if you don't switch heads. So if you turn this on, if you try to pick up your hair, you have to curl this way basically. So you can curl your hair without switching barrels, but I just find it so awkward. You have to like legit position your arm. It's just not as easy. So I like to just switch them out. It's simple as taking it, clicking it off, and then just replacing it with the one that you need. And then it pops right on, which is great. And then I'll continue to give my hair a curl. I want to show you what these do. So I'm going to actually alternate. I'm going to go with the big, and then I'm going to go with these guys to do the waves, and I'm kind of going to show you the difference. I don't like using this guy the same way that I just used the larger head. I like to turn it more down so I get more of a beachy kind of vibe, because if you leave this up and let the hair just wrap it, you get this really tight kind of ringlet curl that I'm not really into. I like more of that beachy, loose, tussled vibe. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I like to use the skinnier one. I'm going to take this and I like to position this pointing down. And then you kind of get more of that, this will relax a bit and it's going to give you more of that beachy kind of look. If I had to do it the opposite way and wrap it, it gives you this really tight Shirley Temple kind of ringlet, which I'm not really into. So that's how I like to use the smaller one. So I'll do the rest of my head. Some people like to clip back already the pieces they've done, but I don't know. I just kind of section through, I kind of look, and then I just separate. Just gonna take this off, change out the barrel, and repeat on the other side. So you can definitely see when you use a smaller barrel, you get more of a actual kind of curl rather than more of like a salon blowout. I'm going back to the bigger barrel again. I'm going to keep alternating. I actually have not done this before, so we're going to see what it looks like, but going back into the big one. Okay, so then when you get to your very top piece, then you can decide if you want a middle part, a side part. Apparently, according to Generation Z, that the middle part is the way of life and the side part is out. I don't agree. I like both. Sometimes I do middle, sometimes I do side, but usually when I do blow dry my hair like this, I usually split my hair down the middle like so. I'm actually going to change over back to the smaller barrel just to give me more of a little bit more of like a voluminous kind of beachy curl. So we're going to switch out. Okay, so basically you want to make sure your hair cools, but my hair is pretty much cool because I do use the cool setting, so it kind of just cools down the hair. I sometimes get these like my little frizzies up here, so I do kind of hairspray them after, but what I do is I don't leave my hair like this. It's, you know, it's a look, but it's not my vibe. So I go in with my brush, and I just brush lightly out my curl, and this is where you start to get those really nice, voluminous, actually this is the first time I've switched in between sets with the bigger barrel and the smaller barrel. I'm actually really liking the effect I'm getting. It's really nice. So that's what I do. See the difference? Big difference. It's like really sleek, and then we kind of have Shirley Temple on this side. So then after I brush it out, I'll go in with my Beach Club texturizing spray, this one by IGK. And I just like to put a little bit of this just to give it a little bit more texture. Then if you have any flyaways, you can take a little bit of a toothbrush or a comb and kind of just, you know, push them down so they're not sticking up. Okay, so here you have it. This is my finished Dyson Airwrap hair, and it is phenomenal. Honestly, my hair has never looked so good in my entire life. I don't know how to use the whole round brush and the blow dryer all at the same time. It's just not my specialty. Hair has never been my specialty, my thing, but this makes your hair phenomenal. It's so easy to use. If you were kind of on the fence about buying this, I'm telling you, it is so good. You honestly just turn it on and you can just sit there and hold it like this. It just sucks up your hair and does these amazing things to it. I do suggest though going in with this smaller barrel. If you want more of a curl that's going to hold throughout a couple of days, I would go in with the smaller barrel, just because if you go in with the bigger one, if your hair, like my friend Jess, she has more of her hair is amazing. It just holds a curl and it holds for like a week. Mine doesn't really hold like that. So basically, if you have more of like a finer hair that doesn't hold a curl easy, I would go more in with the smaller barrel and use it this way. You can try it out this way when it sucks it up, but it does give you more of that tight kind of Shirley Temple curl. You might be into that. I like more of kind of like the Farrah Fawcett kind of vibe. But yeah, this tool is absolutely amazing. It's super easy to use. When I'm not doing this on camera, I can do my whole head within, I'd say, about under 20 minutes. So it doesn't take a ton of time. But yeah, just treat yourself. Treat yourself Friday with this one day. Just treat yourself. Alright, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.